Hello and welcome to the news update on Enterprise Television. I am Kende Bodering. We begin with the local news. U.S. lawmakers were urged to pressure Nigeria to abolish Sharia law in 12 northern states and dismantle Isba religious police, which experts say fuel anti-Christian persecution. Dr. Ebenezer Obadare told Congress that extremists exploit these systems to spread violence and act without restraints. He said Boko Haram, ISWAP, and radicalized Fulani militias use Sharia structures to enforce forced conversions and advance extremist ideology. Obadare recommended supporting Nigeria's military against Boko Haram and pushing President Tinubu to make Sharia unconstitutional and disband Isba groups. Lawmakers also heard reports of attacks, kidnappings, and blasphemy cases in the North and Middle Belts. Obadare noted that Nigeria responds to global pressure and insisted that weakening Boko Haram's military strength is essential to ending the crisis. Now, still on local news, Presidential Advisor on Policy Communications, Daniel Bawala, stated that President Bola Tinubu's administration has a strict policy against negotiating with bandits or terrorist groups. He noted that previous governments sometimes engaged in dialogue with violent groups due to the complexities of Nigeria's security situation. Bawala explained that past administrations occasionally used negotiations to protect citizens' lives, citing former Kaduna Governor Nasser El-Rufai's remark on powering national policies. He stressed, however, that such approaches risked indirectly financing terrorism by strengthening criminal networks through ransom payments. Under Tinubu, the government has adopted a zero-tolerance stance on negotiations. Bawala emphasized that the administration prioritizes decisive security actions while ensuring Nigerians are protected without empowering kidnappers or extremist groups. And now we take our economy and finance news. Domestic airfares in Nigeria have surged by about 150% during the Yuletide, with some tickets exceeding 300,000 naira. The biggest increases are on South-South and Southeast routes, where passenger demand is highest. The rise is driven by aircraft shortages, maintenance delays abroad, multiple taxis, and operational disruptions from leased planes being withdrawn. Airlines like Air Peace and United Nigeria have sharply raised prices for short domestic flights. Experts say the surge is seasonal and urge government support for local carriers. Despite challenges, airlines are restoring capacity, and the festive travel boost is expected to benefit tourism and the aviation sector. And now we take our business news. Local contractors under the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria protested at the Federal Ministry of Finance, blocking entrances to demand payment of over 500 billion naira owed for completed government projects. They accused the government of repeatedly delaying payments despite earlier assurances. The contractors claimed that Finance Minister Wale Edun had promised partial payments, but no funds have been released. They expressed frustration over attempts to push payments into the next fiscal year, warning that they would not leave until their dues were settled. Now, placards and banners highlighted the financial struggles and risks faced by contractors due to the delays. Tensions have escalated in recent months, with contractors previously storming the National Assembly over unpaid funds. The Finance Ministry has not issued a statement on the latest protest, leaving ministry staff and visitors stranded while the standoff continues. Right now, we move over to our foreign news. Former U.S. President Donald Trump said he does not want Somali immigrants in the U.S. urging them to go back and criticizing Somalia as unstable. His remarks coincided with reports that ICE plans an enforcement operation in Minnesota, home to one of the largest Somali communities in the country. Trump has intensified its attacks on Minnesota's Somali community, including Somali American Congresswoman Hayan Homer, and plans to end temporary protected status for Somali residents, affecting a few hundred immigrants. Local leaders and Somali officials condemned the planned ICE operation, warning it could target U.S. citizens. The move is part of a broader immigration crackdown following a recent shooting in Washington, D.C. Minnesota officials stressed that indiscriminate enforcement would violate due process, while federal authorities insisted ICE targets are based on immigration status, not race or ethnicity. And now we take our sport news. The popularity of table tennis among young Africans is rising, highlighted by a record turnout at the 2025 African Youth Games in Angola. The event, running from December 10 to 20 across 6 cities, features 33 sports and has attracted participation from over 30 countries, the largest in the game's history. From just 14 nations in the inaugural 2010 edition in Morocco, the African Youth Games, that's the AYG, has steadily grown, with Angola 2025 surpassing previous events. Waheed Oshodi, president of International Table Tennis Federation (ITTF), praised the milestone, noting it reflects the increasing engagement of young athletes in table tennis and anticipates even higher participation in future games. Angola 2025 is historic as the first AYG hosted by a Portuguese-speaking country and coincides with the nation's 50th independence anniversary. Athletes aged 14 to 17 from across Africa, including Nigeria, Egypt, South Africa, and Angola, will compete, making it a landmark celebration for both the host nation and the continent. Right now, we take our entertainment news. Nigerian music star Two-Face, also known as Innocent Idibia, has spoken publicly for the first time amid the controversy surrounding his marriage to Edo State lawmaker Natasha Osawaru. He posted a brief, now deleted, on Instagram story saying, "Help me." The singer's brother, Aisin Idibia, also expressed concern on Instagram, highlighting Two-Face's past inspiring lyrics while appealing for help, saying he has been suffering for too long, and that was in quote. Fans and followers have reacted with worry over the situation. Now, the controversy reportedly began in the UK after a heated argument between the couple, which allegedly involved police intervention and Two-Face brief arrest. The issue resurfaced during an Instagram live with broadcaster Daddy Freeze, further fueling speculation about a crisis in their marriage. We just hope this ends soon. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. I am King the Boduri. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.